Welcome to our event. This is a live chat where everyone is welcome to ask questions and add comments during our session. Thank you very much for being with us today, Subin. Subin Alexander is our Director of National Cybersecurity here at CGI. I'm very much looking forward to hearing all about your career journey, Subin. Let's start with how did you get into cybersecurity?
Very fantastic question, I would say. Yeah, that's a long story, but yeah, let me start where and how and when did I start. So this was out right during my college days. There was a cybersecurity project that I landed into. One of the shelved Microsoft project called as Java Anonymous Proxy, which I picked up, and we developed the codes for a solution called as non-rerouting anonymous proxy. This was a capability which utilized some of the modern day fundamentals like onion peeling, which is commonly used in Tor browsers, etc. Never allowing people to backtrack, and understand who the actual person is utilizing this capability. So went into that solution, which got me a job into a product company, one of the technology giants at that particular point of time, and landed into their technical support, which was Symantec, and then worked in their research and development wing. Was quite intrigued to understand how things work behind the scenes when you're impacted by a virus. How do you take care of a threat, and what do you do to completely clean away a system? Those kind of information was gathered, and then when I joined a managed service provider, got the privilege of traveling across the globe. So was able to work in Australia for some time. Understood how the government, how the banking sector, etc., works there, and then moved to United States. Worked in their manufacturing segment and various other verticals, and had experience of working with data centers across the globe, let it be from China to Frankfurt, Germany, Mirbush, Germany, then in United States, various states within the country, and then moved into Canada and was able to work under various verticals, starting from aviation and airport industry to energies and utilities and manufacturing and retail, all of those, and then came here to CGI right now, and have been able to work on various dimensions in CGI, which would be starting from architecture, engineering, technology, portfolio solutions management, managing some of the pre-sales, consulting portion of things, and also evolving some of the cybersecurity strategies for CGI. So it has been a long journey, but an interesting one, and I'm loving it, I would say.
Amazing. And so, what services and value do you offer your CGI clients?
Yeah, so at CGI, I work at various dimensions for the customers. I try to go and solve problems for customers who may not be the ones whom we have a managed contract today, and also for customers whom we are having an existing contract. Try to understand where their problems are, what their issues are, and then try to provide them cost effective solutions, understand their vision, where they want to be as an organization, provide cost effective solutions for them, and assist them. And customers who are not part of our existing contracts that we have, run through Executive Insight Exchange, which is a program which I normally run with the customers. Present what CGI is today, what do we have to offer, what do we bring to the table as an organization, and then understand what is the problem that the customer is having, what is keeping them up at night, and then if there are opportunities which we could bring to the table to assist them. Those are the aspects that I play and work with vendors who may be of at most help in solving some of the problems, and define where we want to be as an organization, as CGI in the managed security space, distinguishing ourselves from the rest of the other managed security service providers. So these are some of the aspects that I bring to the table for customers at CGI today. Yeah.
Okay, leads me to my next question. How does CGI separate itself from its competition?
Well, that's a very, very good question, and an important one, I would say. CGI is an organization. The good thing that I like about CGI is that we do not work as an organization which is biased or focused on a separate vendor, technology, solution, partner, etc. We are a completely agnostic organization. We go to the market, understand what are the needs and requirements of the customer, and try to help our customers based on that. This is a very, very important distinguishing factor, because I personally have been in MSSP space, and I know that there are alliances that MSSPs only want to work with and want to grow, but this is not the case with CGI. CGI would love to go and work with any vendor, any customer, any technology, and try to solve the problem that they come up with. Let it be an IT space, let it be an OT space. So there are no reservations, there are no boundaries that you come across when you work at CGI, which is a very, very important aspect when you're working in a stream like cybersecurity.
Excellent. Collaboration is really big here at CGI. In what ways would you say that you and your team use collaboration to be more effective in the cybersecurity space?
Yeah, that's an important aspect. I would say when you're working in a stream like cybersecurity, you need to collaborate with various entities within the organization. It could be the sales people who are running or front-ending the sales. It could be the delivery person or the operational individual running delivery or operation forward. It could be somebody who's writing a back-end proposal, somebody who's developing a go-to-market strategy. So you have to be extremely collaborative. So there are synergy programs that we run within our department, so that we understand each other, collaborate well with one another. There are one-on-one programs that I run within my team with my team members. There are team programs, and there are programs which we run trying to keep aside the work and ensure there is stability and work-life balance as well. So there are coffee chats that we try to get into, so that we can understand what the problems the others are going through and how we could help them. So pretty much multiple collaborative sessions that we try to run to ensure that there is a lot of connect among the teams.
Fantastic. And how would you say CGI supports the learning and development of professionals like yourself?
There are some very, very good program launched directly from academia, or there are programs directly from Learning Anytime, where CGI has tie up with certain large vendors, get their programs, and allow free certifications for technologies, right? So those are some of the aspects that some of my team members are utilizing to build their career skills. At the same time, not only the programs that CGI runs, there are external vendor programs and capabilities which we are working with large technology vendors whom we are partnered with to go to market today, right? So those are other training programs and development programs that we are looking at. There is a central portal or a solution that I am working on to ensure that we are able to track down the training and development of resources, identify areas of gaps, and what are the additional trainings or certifications or accreditations that we can enable for the resources. So there is quite a bit happening in the space in terms of learning and development here at CGI.
Excellent. Do you currently mentor someone here at CGI?
Yes, absolutely, yes. So I had gone out to a college, and I've been acquiring co-op students as part of my team. So I have a co-op whom I'm working with and mentoring him. I have a tenure that I need to work with him to ensure that he understands what are the business aspects. So what they learn from the college, and what are the business aspects of cybersecurity, how deep he has to grow, what are the areas of improvement from a technical side or learning and development portion of things. So there is a periodic assessment we perform, and also he's been provided a buddy that takes care of his day-to-day work and helps him with real-time situations. So various one-on-one sessions, various mentoring sessions that I have with this person to ensure by the end of the tenure that the person is ready. And if the person is ready as a co-op student, there's a greater chance that I would be rolling out even an offer to have him as a direct employee in my team.
Fantastic. And so, from a leadership standpoint, what does diversity and inclusion mean to you?
That's a very important question, Bridget. I would say I have a pretty much a completely diverse team, which works from various parts of Canada. Not only Canada, I'm even looking at hiring people even from offshore. I'm trying to offshore some of the capabilities. Try to see if there are other countries that I can directly utilize from CGI standpoint, and utilize those services as part of our organization. So it's a, if you ask me, it's a complete diverse organization, and we bring aspects. I support France from the European standpoint. I support the other part of Australia, support some portions of India, and I'm trying to involve those or bring in those members as part of the organization who could assist in focus and achieving our goals. So very much very important aspect when you're running business. You need to have a diversified culture within the team, diverse team members from various parts of the country, which will help you bring in various ideas, different ideas, which will help you grow your business.
Definitely. So, how do you maintain a healthy work life balance being the go getter that you are?
At times, so that's very crucial when you have a busy scheduled meeting. So when there are no meetings, I try to lock out my system and move away, take a coffee break, go for a stroll, get some mental break as well, which is very important. So those are some of the aspects. And as I mentioned earlier, right, at times even I try to get a coffee chat with the team members completely away from work. So those help to settle down, reduce your stress that you have in your day-to-day life.
Fantastic. Where do you see your career heading in the next few years?
Very important question. At an aspirational level, I would definitely want to be at a C-level executive of an organization, maybe CGI or external, doesn't matter. So uh, a long journey in achieving that goal, but definitely, yes, I'm taking baby steps and strides to move in those directions. There are a lot of information, a lot of knowledge gathering, a lot of training and development that I have to undergo to be in a position to go in the direction, right? So pretty important and aggressive directions that I have to take to achieve those dreams that I have.
Okay. What is the one piece of advice that you would recommend to someone who is new to cybersecurity?
Yeah, that's a fantastic question, I would say. Uh, I would recommend people who are coming new into cybersecurity just from college or travel or transferring from another space in the IT sector. It is very important to focus on one single aspect of cybersecurity. This is a very vast and diverse field. With the changes that you're seeing in the threat landscape, the space that you can envisage for cybersecurity is also changing. That doesn't mean that you launch into everything finally and you get confused. So pick up one stream, learn, identify, and learn that aspect very well, and then slowly and gradually you can transition to other streams. So it could be that you're launching yourself into infrastructure security, then you can slowly move into data security, then you can move into cloud security space and consulting, governance, risk and compliance capabilities, auditing. So it has lots to bring to the table for people who are coming new into the space. But my key here is focus on one stream and have a day-to-day study regime. You have to have yourself up to date in the cybersecurity space. If you are not, then you would definitely be displaced, because this is a growing, a fast field, and one of the hot cakes in the market in terms of job. And things have changed, honestly speaking. When it has come to the pandemic in the last 2 years, cybersecurity is of utmost importance for any organization, because many organizations have seen a lot of attacks, and they're putting more and more of their organizational budget into this space. So people trying to come into the space, lots of opportunities, but focus and learning are your two key aspects that you need to keep in mind.
Fair enough. So when you're not working, how do you recharge?
Yeah, so that is something that I very much do most of the time with my kids. I try going around playing with them, spending some time. I play sports like cricket, basketball, football, all of those, and I love watching movies. I listen to music, and I also am a musician. I play a Indian percussion instrument, and I try to practice and spend some time, so that lets allows me to recharge and come back strong the very next day. So those are some of the key aspects that I keep in mind.
Amazing. I'm interested to hear about the instrument you play.
Yeah, it is an instrument called as tabla. It's a Indian classical instrument. I was trained, at least I spent 11 years training, learning that instrument, and I've done programs on the radio services in India, and also on broadcasting television programs as well. Perform for my college, so done quite a bit. These days I'm a bit outdated. Don't get much time, but still I keep trying to keep my best to practice it, because without practicing, it's very difficult. It takes a lot of effort to play that instrument.
Okay. Were you ever part of a band, or is it more of a solo instrument?
It's a solo instrument, and it can be part of a band, but you play it as a solo instrument. Yeah.
Got it. Very cool. And so once there's more peace of mind surrounding travel, do you have a favorite vacation spot that you'd like to visit?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, my favorite spot is one of the islands back in India. It's in Bay of Bengal. It's called as the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, a separated island on the southern portion of India. Very beautiful. That was a place where I was born. So I love the climate, the maritime climate that it brings to the table. It's very cool, and there are close to 300 beaches in that place. So you can go to any of the beaches and spend time. The food is amazing. It's coastal, and it's really good food as well. So that's a place. Anytime if you ask me, as a vacation spot, I would love to go and spend time either alone or with the family.
Beautiful. Sounds beautiful. Well, thank you again very much for being with us here today, Subin, and walking us through your career journey. For those of you still watching, please join us at the round tables after.
Thank you.